Hello everybody and happy Friday. My name is Mark Starrett.
And Annette Starrett.
And we're here to talk to you about short-term rentals, do's and don'ts.
And shake my head moments.
Shake my head moments. So today's Shake My Head moment is sponsored by, again, Team Starrett of eXp Realty in the Great Smoky Mountains. We are realtors first and foremost, but we love to talk to you about our experience and what we did in property management of short-term rentals. And that's where we got a lot of the do's and the don'ts and the shake my head moments. So before we get started, we wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about what we've been doing lately. We're starting to get involved with doing a little bit more hiking in the Great Smoky Mountains, and I'll let Annette tell you about one of our favorite places to go.
One of our favorite places is the Seven Islands Bird Park in Kodak, and it is a lovely bird park. It is also dog friendly. It is EV friendly. They have charging stations there as well, and it has so much to offer throughout the whole year. The paths and the trails are of all different types of fitness levels, and most of the trails are easily accessible. And we have been able to go through the park and enjoy all of the wildlife creatures that are there. And mostly in the fall and winter time, we see a lot of deer, and not just off in the distance. Some deer are so used to humans being there, and even dogs, that they are close to the walking paths that we go on. Of course, the birds. The birds are not as easy to see in the wintertime, but they are there because of all the variety of plants and vegetation and things that they have to live off of to keep them going through the wintertime. So I really enjoy that park, and we hope that when you come to visit, that's one of those things that you are able to do as well.
And best of all, it's free.
It's free.
Yep.
Yep.
And you can tell your guests that are staying in your short-term rental, if they're in this area, of course, that they can go there for free. The national park is free as well. There's so much to do here that is free and won't cost your guests a dime or you a dime. So that we like to work on a budget, and that's something that we like to do. But every time we go to this bird park, we see deer, like Annette said. But they're not like 100 yards away or 50 yards away. They're like 10 feet away, and they're just very calm, and it's such a relaxing place. And it's right against the French Broad River, so you get to hear the noise of the river in the background, and it's just a wonderful place to go. But what's that have to do with today's Shake My Head moment? Well, it has something to do with a hot tub and raccoons, and we're going to get into the story. So we managed a cabin, a beautiful cabin. They had a hot tub on the back deck. And I believe it was housekeeping that said that they noticed there was a set of steps that went into the hot tub. So it was pushed up against the hot tub, and then they walked into the hot tub. And it was ajar. The steps were actually moved, and the mechanical door to the hot tub was open, just enough, but open. So we were like, okay. So we went over there and we investigated. And what did we find?
Well, what was found was a mama and her baby raccoons making a home in the hot tub.
Yep, raccoons, and baby raccoons at that. But good thing Mama was not there. She must have been out foraging for the babies. So what do? We have 4 days before the next guest was to check in, and guests like to use the hot tub. So that was, telling them, by the way, you can't use the hot tub. We got babies in there. There probably wouldn't have been that understanding. So what we ended up doing is we called our friend Jackie, and she owned a live trap. And by the way, we want to state this first and foremost, the following story: no animal was hurt in this following story. Okay, just to let everybody know. So she took a live trap and she went out there and she baited it, and she caught Mama, but she didn't catch the babies. And she was the whole purpose was Mama had the babies. She'd been in the live trap. She was just going to relocate the babies and Mama to a very safe place. Unfortunately, she only caught Mama, and Mama was not happy, and she was literally crying, and Jackie felt so bad that she ended up letting Mama loose.
Exactly. So that was the first attempt, and that got us thinking about other options and ways to get the whole family to move out in a safe way and get them out there back to their natural habitat in a safe way. Yeah. So we had to put our thinking caps on.
Right, we put our we Googled. And one of the suggestions was, again, this was not to harm the animals, but one of the suggestions was to go ahead and soak rags in ammonia. And then you hang them in the entrance of wherever the raccoon is. And we weren't sure if it was going to work or not. And again, it was completely safe for the babies as well as the mama. And we did do this, and we hung those ammonia rags up, and we waited 24 hours. We didn't have a live trap. There wasn't anything else, just the rags. And our hopes was mama would relocate the babies on her own. And we were very fortunate that mama did do that.
Yes, she did. And so they safely left and probably went on to either move to another secure place or just back to their natural habitat. But they
or as you said before, somebody else's hot tub.
Someone else's hot tub.
So, I mean, hey, it's somebody else's problem at that point. I know that's not very nice, but it is. And just to let you know too, this is not the first time animals done this. They got into the bottom of the hot tub. There was no water. They didn't get into the water at all, of course. But there have been times where you, like you said, you can YouTube videos about bears getting into hot tubs. And there are times when that happens. We had a client that was telling us a story. They owned a residential property, but she had a hot tub on the back. And it was, I believe, near Gatlinburg. So a lot of bear sightings are usually in Gatlinburg. And she's sitting there minding her own business, having a glass of wine. And I think she had her ear pods in, and she was just chilling. And all of a sudden the bear came up, and she saw the bear come up. It just startled her. And she started to the bear started to splash the water where she was at. And she very slowly and quietly moved and was able to get into the house, thank God. And the bear wasn't even concerned with her at all. But the bear ended up crawling into the hot tub. So, and like I said, you can watch videos of that. Bears like to get into hot tubs. There's, and sometimes those the covers for the hot tubs, they've destroyed those covers. So we're not huge fans of hot tubs, but they are definitely something that guests like to have. So if you're in the Smoky Mountains and you have a hot tub, you'll understand. Definitely, you'll understand. And that's today's shake my head moment. And then let's do the do's and the don'ts. If you can do the do, I'll do the don't.
Okay. Well, the do's are to ensure when you have your hot tub, to ensure that anything that's loose, like the mechanical door or the panels surrounding it, are secure. So something will make a home in it, and if there's anything loose, it's going to find a way to get in. So the best thing is to either talk with either your property management company or maintenance, or especially housekeeping, because they've seen it all and they know someone will have a good recommendation on how to keep those things secure. As well as get familiar with the local inspection for hot tubs, and also to and your pest control should have recommendations on someone that is experienced in handling wildlife and handling it securely and humanely. So those are some things to definitely think about, and also research a little bit to make sure you don't run into those problems and have a disruption in your guest stay. Thankfully, we had some time to figure this problem out, but it did create a little bit of panic. So so anything you can do on the front end.
Yeah, and just to let you know, it doesn't just happen in short-term rentals. And we've our residential home, we had a home in Middle Tennessee. We got squirrels in the attic, and we had to get an exterminator out there. Again, it was a live trap situation, but he baited the trap with peanut butter, and he ended up getting like 3 squirrels out of our attic.
Yeah, and it took some time too. It wasn't anything that happened overnight as well, but these are all things to think about, and it all is good in the end. You definitely, going back to the hot tub, you do, especially here where we're at location-wise, that is something that people come in to enjoy, and just keeping it safe for your guests, and that's always a good thing.
And today's don't get frustrated. If your first attempt to remove whatever God's creature decided to take home in your short-term rental doesn't take the first time. There's always options on what to do. and it always leads you to good stories and sometimes shake my head moments, which is today's do's and don'ts and shake my head moments. And like what we started last time, we are starting to just give you some information about upcoming events in our area. Again, we are in Sevierville, Tennessee, so we try to stick around the Knox and the Sevier County areas about upcoming events. So what do we got coming up, Annette?
All right, well, on February 24th, it's Dancing with the Stars, and that is held at the Ridge Event Center in Sevierville. Also, on February 25th, we have the Sevier County Comic-Con. It's at the King Family Library. And then the other two events that we have.
Okay, I'll do those. On February the 25th is the Rose Glen Literary Festival, and that is going to be held at the Sevierville Convention Center in Sevierville, Tennessee. And then March 1st through the 31st, one of our favorite things, is the Cheese Fest, and it's Mountain Valley Winery in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and that's where you get to go around to all the wineries and eat cheese, and I won't say taste wine, but yeah, you get to taste wine. So it's one of our favorite things to do.
Can't go wrong with that combination.
Can't go wrong with that. And for more information, go ahead and please check out the Sevierville Convention and Visitor Bureau Center website, which we are going to have a link at the bottom of this video. So take a look at that. It'll be in the video as well. There'll be a page that we do insert into the video for you to take a look at. So that's upcoming events, and we did the do's and the don'ts and the shake my head moments. And I see that the TV behind us just went to a commercial broadcast, so it's perfect time for us to let you go. We hope you enjoy your Friday. We hope you enjoy your weekend. May you have a blessed weekend and a safe weekend, and get out there and enjoy God's creatures and take a walk, take a hike, and first and foremost, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel and press that notification button, because we want to continue to give you information, and we hope you enjoy this, and enjoy your weekend, everybody.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Take care. Bye-bye.